man. Oh my God, I just threw another interception.
Hey, Brian. Phone call.
Hello?
You know you're an interception away from not having a job, boy. Cleveland born or not. It's not like I can't have Johnny Football come on for you. So watch yourself.
Welcome to Inside Cleveland. McBride gonna keep this job for another week. Yes!
Welcome to Inside Cleveland Sports. I'm your host, Sean. This is Tank, Lowe, and Jameson. So, another good win for us, guys.
Oh, yes. Woo.
And
Oh.
kind of surprised me with that.
Wow.
You know, let's recap the game. Your thoughts on the game?
Yes, everybody's gonna say Hoyer had a bad game, throwing the interceptions, and he did. He threw, three interceptions. But we still won the game. He pulled it out at the end like he always does. Well, not always, but he's known to do. He 2-minute drill right down the field, got us where we needed to be so we could kick the field goal. With the 3 interceptions, he still did have 320-something yards passing, and he's leading the league with completions down the field. So I think they're saying he's the best long ball thrower in the NFL as of right now. At least.
Really?
As of right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just, my honest opinion, this is one of those games where it's like, yeah, we got the win. There's just really no excuse. I mean, what happened to the same particular team that we seen with Cincinnati? And you
Right.
let Atlanta beat you?
Yeah.
It's just he's
Atlanta
like,
can't even beat the Muni League Glenville boys right now. So how's Atlanta gonna? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it, man.
Right. For me, I take a different spin on it. For all you Indians fans out there, if you remember when Jason Giambi hit that home run against the White Sox a couple of years ago, I had that same feeling. I jumped out of my shoes. I was screaming, "What a win!" Because I have no confidence in Billy Cundiff, but he made the kick. Getting on some other aspects of the game with Brian Hoyer. Hoyer, he's kind of like a bug. Like, you squash him and he's gone, but then somehow they come back and they're even stronger. And that's how Hoyer was yesterday. We finally gave the ball to Crow. We finally fed the Crow guys.
Ooh.
You know, it's been about damn time.
Outstanding game yesterday.
And,
We fed him and Terrence West.
Both
yeah.
of them,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the thing with Crow is he's back at home in Georgia, you know, within his roots. So, I mean, he had the ball out and he did. So,
What's up
it's
with
a great game.
What's up with the guy that they just recently released a week ago? Why did they release him? If you mind me asking. Oh, side note.
Ben Tate.
Ben Tate.
Kind of like the prima donna of the team.
Yeah.
Is he serious? He has no position to be a
No, he
No,
doesn't.
Did you notice that tweet he said? Was that a real tweet?
That,
that he put up?
from what I've seen, it was a real tweet, but what happened is he erased it. So,
So, yeah,
He
yeah.
really
I
wasn't
heard
laughing
about
at
that.
something,
Yeah.
Well, he's picked up, and I think he's in
Minnesota.
He's in Minnesota.
He plays for Minnesota. He's going to be the third back there though, because they got Kennan and then they got
Banyard.
Asada.
Right.
Yeah. So
did he even play yesterday? I didn't see he had any carries or anything.
I have no idea. And then you got on top of that, you got Adrian Peterson possibly coming back. They're appealing that the season suspension.
Well, just another quick note from the game. Josh Gordon. Let's talk about his play a little bit.
The Flash.
20 yards.
The
Man.
Flash. She's back.
He did the same thing Calvin Johnson did, and when he came back, Calvin Johnson had 120 plus yards.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Gordon came back 120 plus yards. I think he'll hit 1,000 by the end of the season. Although we
Really?
only got like 6
Wow.
games left.
I mean, he could. I mean, he had
It is possible.
He had two games back to back last year. One was like 270, the other one was like 223.
Yeah.
The league in receiving,
Yes, he
receiving
did.
yardage.
Yeah.
And he missed the first 2
Overall
or 3
best
games
receiver.
last year.
Yeah, so I mean, he's an ox in his own. So,
Yes, he is.
Shouts out to the Flash.
Welcome back.
I mean, you talk about the impact yesterday. What an impact. I mean, he came in the game from the first catch and boom, it was just, it's like he didn't miss a snap. It's like he was playing the whole time. And I mean, just to have that size, Hoyer can finally throw the ball up instead of having to throw it low because he's a big guy, 6'4", 220, I believe. So
Our offense is finally complete.
it is.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
complete.
I
man.
agree.
It was just amazing to have the guy back.
Now we
It
need
really
Jordan
was.
Cameron to come back.
I doubt that's happening.
Well, I know we touched. I don't want to keep staying. I don't want to stay on this game for a long time.
Okay.
I actually want to go around the league. I know we was talking about Ben Tate, and some other guys getting picked up as well. Let's talk about playoff implications now around the league. Who do you guys see right now? We're coming down to the stretch. Who do you guys see making into the playoffs right now, and what teams do you see kind of feathering away?
Well, we're in a 5-way tie for the wild card with us, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, and Kansas City and San Diego. Out of those teams, I believe the Browns, if they keep doing what they did, Cincinnati, if they can find it, now that they have their offense together, I think we have the chance to get in that wild card spot, if not better.
I totally agree. I mean, it's
Great to talk
possible.
about this. It feels so great.
I mean,
it really does.
it's a definite
It really does.
possibility. They have all the assets that he necessary. Just interjecting on what you said, I just don't see how they wouldn't be able to. The only thing that they can do is be the same Browns and shoot themselves in the foot like they do constantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it really their destiny is up to them. It's up in the air. You still got Steelers, the Chargers.
Got the Chiefs in there.
The
too.
Chiefs are in their top of 7-4.
Everybody's
So
7-4.
it's up in the air.
Well, let's take a quick break before I know you want to say something, Jameson. I know you mentioned the Browns actually getting into like a wild card. Do you guys think they can win the division actually?
I think they can. Because we have Cincinnati here at home. That's the one that's sitting at top of our division. We're tied for second place with the Steelers.
Right.
But in a couple weeks, I think it's a couple weeks. Yeah, 3 or 4 games we got Cincinnati. And we
It was
can.
the last game of the season, I believe.
I don't want it to be like, remember back in it was like 2007 where if we beat Cincinnati, we would have
Oh, my God.
we would have went to the playoffs. I don't want it to kind of
And Derek
Come down to
Anderson
that
Yeah.
again.
Derek
Yeah.
Anderson gave that complete game away. I remember it was
He's
windy.
a running gun. He's
DA.
a gunner, man.
He's got an arm. He's got an arm. But
That's why he's a gunner.
And we got a more calm, collected quarterback now.
Shot behind Brady, which is obviously one of the best quarterbacks
Oh,
of
yeah.
all time. So,
Oh, yeah.
that helps as well.
Well, let's take a look at some other teams, some other leagues. I know. What do you guys think about the NFC West right now with San Francisco, Seahawks, and Arizona? Seahawks actually beat Arizona yesterday.
Yeah.
That's being nice about it.
Yeah.
That's being very nice.
And
Annihilated.
Seattle. I mean, not San Francisco actually put out a big win
Right.
against the Washington.
Well,
Would you say it's a big win though? Because Washington, I mean,
the Washington's falling
they-
apart.
well,
They're
keep them in the
imploding.
standings, though.
right. And for the standings, right? Well, definitely.
Well, I see. Like I said, Washington, they're imploding, especially with what Robert Griffin has
Yeah.
been going
He
on
has some
record
nerve.
saying, calling out his own team like that.
I mean, my thing about it is this. For you to really technically point the finger at somebody, shouldn't somebody technically point the finger at you? You've been out
Right.
for most of the season.
Right.
And you don't even you barely have 300 yards, maybe 600 yards.
never played a
If
full
even.
season.
Yeah.
Right.
So what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
yes, my team, and
We don't have any Pro
There's
Bowls
no
on
Pro
this
Bowls.
team.
Deshaun Jackson.
You're not a
that
pro.
ex-
So
so
it
includes-
includes you.
Yeah.
Includes you. So what are you talking about?
And then the team that I was talking about that I thought was going to make it to the Super Bowl, Seattle, beating up on
There's still a
Arizona.
chance.
They
They still have a chance,
Still, I
but
doubt it,
I'm still changing it over to Green Bay. Although they didn't have
Yeah,
a
Green Bay.
big win yesterday, they won. It wasn't like it was the past couple of weeks, but they always play Minnesota really good. That's
Wow.
a really
They've been
good game
beating them.
every year.
They've been beating them for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, but it's
3
always
ago.
been really close. though.
Yeah.
Well, let me go off what Tank said with Green Bay. Green Bay is kind of like the quiet team this year.
Yes, they
It's
are.
crazy. Aaron Rodgers.
Hey,
You don't really hear much about them.
relax.
Relax, guys.
Relax.
One quick game that I wanted to point out yesterday that I think was kind of important was the Patriots versus the Lions yesterday. I know that's your team.
Of course.
And I think that just took like a big do the Patriots look like the team to beat right now?
They
Yes.
are.
Without question.
LeGarrette Blunt
Without
back.
question.
up there.
LeGarrette Blunt not only came back, he had 2 touchdowns and 78 yards.
Take that,
Ha-ha,
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Take that, Pittsburgh.
You're lost. Le'Veon Bell is going to get hurt because of that. Watch.
Oh wow.
Hey,
Oh wow.
It happens. It happens.
Right.
Browns fans here.
Right.
But well, let's get into the Browns' next game. They play Buffalo. Even with Buffalo having, I know Buffalo plays tonight.
Yes,
actually.
they play.
Play the
Postponed
Jets.
game.
Mhm.
I obviously don't see us going up to Buffalo with all that snow up there, so I don't know where they're gonna postpone
Still
and put the game
pounds of
at.
snow
Oh,
in
yeah.
there.
But give us your thoughts on that. Your thoughts on the game coming up, and what do we need to do, the keys to win, and keep this thing going for Cleveland.
Although he really hasn't had much of a, he hasn't been producing much lately. You know, we don't do too good against the other teams' receivers.
Yeah.
We need to watch out for Robert Woods
Mhm.
and Sammy Watkins
Yeah,
because
Who should be a Brown.
those two are
I'm just saying.
good receivers, and they haven't been producing much lately. But when it comes to Cleveland, you know, us covering receivers isn't all that great.
I believe as long as our secondary and as far as everything else, if the line can hold, essentially, I mean, definitely you want to cover deep with Sammy Watkins and them.
Right, right.
But I feel enough confidence with our guys in the backfield that I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. I mean, you're always going to be a threat. I feel like they're always a threat, but as far as, I mean, Joe Hayden has been phenomenal these last 3 or 4 games. So.
All right. Well, I'd say with me, you guys can't forget we did lose Tayshaun Gibson when all along he's
Yes,
out.
we did.
Obviously, Anthony Booby Dixon and Fred Jackson with Buffalo is going to be something we have to watch with, and also obviously Sammy Watkins, who should be a Brown, like I said before.
should have
That's
been
something
here.
we definitely need to watch out for. Kyle Orton is one of the best game managers in the league, so I think we can put a staple on the handle on that. We should be fine. I think we'll get the win.
And one thing, their running game is not as strong as it was before because they lost
'Cause Fred Jackson,
and
yep.
C.J. Spiller.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Just quick, we're gonna go down the line, give a quick win. I'm gonna say Browns this game. What are you gonna say?
I'm sadly gonna say Buffalo. They're gonna upset us.
I want to say Browns.
I'm going with the Browns on this. I think we'll have it. I think we'll play a lot better.
Okay. Well, this wraps it up for this edition of Inside Cleveland Sports. And you guys be safe out there. Have a great day.